better not see her fucking 2028 running for office.
Why do you have smoke for her when you don't have smoke for your Latino representatives? You haven't gone after Ted Cruz or Mark Rubio. You haven't gone after them, but you keep going after her? Kick rock.
Funny how Kamala only cared about the country when she was running for president.
The undercover racism that comes from leftists, the progressives, is absolutely insane. It's a 6-letter name. Pronounce it correctly. Kamala Harris. Like, you guys sit here and wonder why she's not around. The way that I was raised and the way that I'm sure a lot of other black people were raised is that you don't go and help and you don't go and entertain people who don't respect you. So all of you leftists who refuse to do simple things like pronounce her name correctly, who refuse to do the research into her actual positions because you keep saying dumb things, like he said in this video, she left herself attached to Joe Biden when she literally did everything to disassociate herself from Joe Biden. When she ran her campaign, she tried to make herself an individual. So it's just like you guys have never done your due diligence, but then you still expect her to be out here fighting for you when she told you that this is the reality, this is what was going to happen.
Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Trending Pulse Worldwide. My name is Amy, and today we are diving into a heated conversation that's lighting up social media. A Latino man recently called out Kamala Harris, and he was very disrespectful about it. He was claiming that, where is Kamala Harris? Questioning her whereabouts and claiming she spent her time in Biden's shadow. But Black Americans, they are not having it. They clapped back hard, and honestly, they made some valid points. Let's take a look at what they're saying. Then when I'm back, I can break it all down. But before I go, guys, if you're new, kindly consider subscribing so that you don't miss out on any trending stories. So let's dive into it.
I hear us, but I don't see us. It's crazy how you have the mannerisms of a black woman, but you don't have no respect for a black woman. If Kamala Harris is sitting out, it's because she deserves a break. Y'all didn't want her, remember? You're talking about she should have separated herself more from Biden. Maybe y'all should have looked fucking harder. Because now you are fucking around and finding out. Yeah, I saw that in another video. We're not racist. We're just calling it how we see. You want her out here now when she could have been in office. And none of this would be happening to your people. This is what happens when you think you know better, because you don't. And now your people have to keep their head on a swivel. Y'all thought y'all was doing something by not voting for her. Y'all thought y'all was taking a stance. Y'all stance is dodging ICE and running to the border. Our stance now is hoping your visas don't get revoked. Your stance now is hoping you don't get separated from your families. And all this could have been avoided if you would have looked past Biden and looked at her for who she was and what she stood for. So if she decides to run in 2028, black people will be behind her full force. Kamala Harris doesn't owe you shit. I'm getting tired of y'all thinking black women owe y'all something. We don't owe you a thing. Now watch your mouth when you're talking about a black woman, okay? And lose the mannerisms. It's not cute.
Where's Kamala Harris? Where's Tim Walz? What exactly did y'all think Kamala Harris and Tim Walz were going to do after they lost the election? What exactly, so when this conversation is had about the Democrats, I think that's a fair question, because when they were outside, begging to get into the door, knocking on the doors, trying to get into the government building, I thought that was a little bit silly. That was a little bit goofy to me. So I understand. I think it's a fair question to ask your elected officials. What are you doing? Where are you? Kamala Harris does not work for the government anymore. And I'm not even a Kamala Harris stan. I'm not the K-Hive. I'm not none of that stuff. I just objectively, I'm looking at this like, y'all sound I don't understand what you're talking about. She does not work in government right now. Tim Walz has another job. He's currently the governor of Minnesota. That's where he is. That's what he's doing. He has a job. He's doing that one. But even if he didn't have that job, honestly, what I think people want both of them to do is to become left-wing influencers. I think y'all wanted Kamala Harris to lose and open up a YouTube channel like Matt Gaetz. Y'all wanted her to have a channel, keeping it real, kicking it with Kamala. Not gonna happen. I don't see that happening. Listen, I understand the arguments about, oh, she's a public figure, she's influential, she could be out here speaking about all this stuff. The election was in November. She just lost in November. It's February. She's taking a break. I don't know what to tell you. And what I really think this is a lot of you guys are just now coming into, oh, wow, things are messed up. Wow, these policies and politics could affect me as well. The dust was a paid actor. These policies could affect me as well. I'm scared. Yeah, a lot of people have been in your place already and have been scared and been trying to tell you what was going to happen. And either you didn't care enough to talk to your counterparts, you didn't care enough to tell people to do what needed to be done. You didn't care. And so now you're worried that certain people are not going to be at the forefront anymore. Certain people are not going to be out there leading the marches, doing the protests, doing what you want to do. They're not in the forefront anymore. And you are figuring out that you have to get out there and do the work.
Kamala, Mama, I know this ain't your fight no more. But the people could use some words of encouragement. You can have a press conference from your front yard or just call somebody.
Not gonna lie, every time I see a Kamala Harris video where she's just out at Broadway or out at a show, concert, game, whatever, I tear up because we could have had a bad bitch. But also, I tear up because I don't think this country deserves her. And like, you can come to your conclusions on how you think she would have been as president, but I know what she wouldn't have been, what we're currently experiencing now. Yeah. So, as sad as I am that she is not our president technically, because you're never going to beat the allegations that this was stolen. But I digress. I am glad she is resting, and I'm glad she can find her smile and just be out in this public. And she's not even like going to sit in a special VIP area. She's just sitting in a regular row next to regular ass people, and they're losing their minds and absolutely geeked. And that makes me happy. Because like I said, this country does not deserve her. This country is going to get exactly what it deserves, good or bad. We're all going to suffer, but it is what it is. But I'm glad she is able to just do regular things. Looking gorgeous, feeling good. Doug right there, absolutely lifting her up. It's a win-win. No notes, 12 out of 10.
Why are people asking where Kamala is? Why are you asking where she is? After the inauguration, she went to Los Angeles to help out with some of the efforts over there. And then she went home. I hope she's laid up somewhere on a beach with a margarita. Why are you asking where she is? This is like if somebody applied for a job and you didn't hire them, and then you wonder, why didn't they show up to work? Like, where should she be? Kamala's not here.
Okay, so just today on my For You page, I have seen, when I take you multiple videos, clap bags, stitches, response video, think pieces that people are creating as a response to the videos that they're seeing where people are saying, where's Kamala Harris? And it's just as simple. Because see, y'all got to remember who y'all talking to. Unlike the people that they're naming in their videos that are doing this and doing that, Kamala Harris doesn't hold any type of government office at all. At all. She is no longer employed by the federal government or any state governments. So that's why you ain't hearing nothing from them. Y'all gotta remember who y'all talking to. Y'all know they slow. That's it. That's all. That's it.
So let's break this down. You see, this Latino man, along with others, are asking, where is Kamala Harris? Why was she hiding behind Joe Biden? We don't want her in 2028. But Black Americans are pushing back, saying, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all are acting like she wasn't out here working. And Kamala Harris wasn't in Biden's shadow. She was doing her own thing, making her own moves and standing on her own 2 feet. And let's be real, the whole Where's Kamala talk seems like a distraction. People are acting like she's still in office when in reality she's moved on. Of course, she's not all over the media anymore. She's not the VP anymore. So why is this even a conversation? But here is where it gets even deeper. Black Americans are saying that the very people asking where's Kamala should really be asking where are we now? Because guess what? The policies some of these folks voted for are coming back to bite them. ICE detention centers are filling up. Deportations are ramping up, and suddenly people who once stood behind certain political choices are feeling the consequences, and now they have something to say. And it's got Black folks looking at them like, now you wanna complain? The same community that went hard in 2024 now dealing with the same impact of their choices. And honestly, Black Americans are saying America didn't even deserve Kamala Harris in the first place, because when it was time to stand behind her, a lot of folks chose otherwise. So the next time someone asks, where's Kamala? Maybe the real question should be, Why do you care now? Because at the end of the day, actions have consequences, and right now we are all watching them play out in real time. Finally, what do you think about this whole situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let me know what you think about this. And if you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up. And guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trending stories. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.